So often we're not deciding that something is racist, but what we are doing are collecting pieces that help us talk about racism. We have lots of friends of the museum, and we receive hundreds of pieces a year. The first director of the museum, he said to me one day, "Hey, there's a couple guys I want you to meet."
Here we go. Here's some Jim Crow related materials. These are the dowels. And some of them are older, some are newer.
These are like 1950s.
This is
Male
cute.
and female.
Yeah, those are really interesting.
They are. Our group of friends were all collecting this because we realized what it said about our society and what it said about where we were in the past and where maybe we still were. When we met David Pilgrim and the whole Jim Crow Museum and all of that, it was like, finally, there's a place where we can put this.
A sense of relief that we could let go of these
yeah.
objects so other people could learn from it.
We have some understanding of bigotry. We have some understanding of being the outsider or not being accepted or being told that we are not welcomed, we can't be accepted, you have no place here. I think because we've experienced that in our own lives, because we're gay, there's a little transference there to trying to help understand the even bigger question of bigotry and then likewise racism. Wow, this is really racist. This is an ashtray where the black washerwoman, she has her one breast stuck in the wringer and so she's hollering. My God, that's also sexist. I think the Jim Crow would love
This
that.
is the Jim Crow. This is on multiple levels. This is a wonderful piece.
Once we finally discovered the Jim Crow Museum, it gave us more impetus to go out and find, collect, save.
They now have at least 500 things from us. By collecting those things, we get a broader picture of how racism continued all the way up into the 60s and 70s and still continues. I've seen things about President Obama that were horrible.
I think people who go to the Jim Crow Museum are often surprised when they see something from 2015 as racist as many of the things from 100 years ago. And we've had friends who are a complete mess after they've left because suddenly they've been confronted with the truth.
For many years when I traveled, I would say that the United States, despite this history of enslavement and Jim Crow, that we are today more democratic and more egalitarian than we've ever been. And I stopped saying that about 2 years ago. I'm not suggesting that we are back in the Jim Crow period. Don't get it twisted. It's not like that. But what I am saying is I hear and see a level of racist rhetoric that is reminiscent of when I was growing up in Alabama under
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog?
We're not talking about it.
We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view. You know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we're going to deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother.
And this is HVP. Now, at the beginning of that joint, it was a lot into that right there. The way the main man was collecting all that racist shit. Like at the beginning, what was your point of collecting that from the start, though? I understand the end. You're like, okay, there's somewhere to take it as a museum for it, but why? What the fuck are you collecting this bullshit for anyway? I was like, they had a lot of shit that when you see it as a black man, it just make you cringe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Motherfuckers, old black lady stuck in a motherfucking grinder and shit. Like, what the fuck is that? And that's the ashtray. The fuck going on,
motherfucker? No shit. Because they like to have them the type of mementos they like to have because it make them feel good. See, when you a piece of shit and you know you're a piece of shit, and you know those around you that think and feel like you feel is a piece of shit, you want anything and hold on to anything that make you feel good, that make you feel like you something. When all the time, whole time is you nothing. And that's why they hold on to shit like that. That's why they hold on to shit like the Confederate flag. That's why they hold on to shit like the Jim Crow South, and that's what make America great again. That's the time and the place and time that they want to go back to. And then they know there's a piece of shit, and there's a time to make them feel like they was something because they thought they was better than everybody else. When on the whole time you wasn't shit, you ain't shit now.
It's funny how the two white men, right? They're sympathetic to niggas that during that time because they gay. You ain't hear him say that? He said, "Oh yeah, we kind of understand because we gay." Like what? I mean, man, it's like people really can't grasp what a human being, if he was black, went through, bro. It's like,
Let me tell you something.
y'all tripping with this shit. It's not the same.
And I said this before, and I said this again. Nobody in this fucking country has suffered like black people and women. Any other movement that came along in this country, gay rights included, and the rights of everybody, it comes off of the back of the civil rights movement and the women's rights movement, because those two ran parallel. They was going on at the same time. That's what that meant. What I mean when I say they ran parallel. When women was fighting for rights, their rights, at the same time, black people were fighting for their rights. And anybody that come along afterwards, you piggyback off of those two.
Use that as your reference, exactly. That's why, as gay people, you see it takes you to be gay as a white man to understand that what a black person was going through, which is funny, ironic too.
Yeah, but I would say it's a segment of white society that was discriminated against. I'll throw that in there because the Jewish people.
It's funny how Jews was part of us.
I know.
Ain't that some shit?
Look,
if you go back then, they scream Jews and niggas. It's like, how the fuck did Jews come so far past us?
It was Jews because it was Jews. It was Jews that marched right alongside black people during the civil rights movement. Somewhere along the line, the camaraderie or whatever you want to call it, it broke down or whatever to a certain extent. But it was white people, some white people, and there was a lot of Jewish people that participated in the civil rights movement, because since for the longest time, Jews have been discriminated against too. Jews have been stereotyped too. And so people really gotta learn their history and learn that it wasn't just one segment of society that got shit accomplished. It was a whole lot of segments of society that came together, got shit done. And that's the way we're gonna continue.
It's funny how the Jews was mixed up with us, but now they're the cream of the crop. You can't do nothing at all with them. You know what I'm saying? They running everything. In fact, speaking of motherfucking Israel, Biden just motherfucking sent them a bill. $105 billion national security package. Let's stop before you go further. National security.
Yeah.
Who national security you talking about, bro?
Ours and
You
theirs.
talking about fucking Israel and Ukraine. That's not our security.
Yes, it is.
You actually think Israel and fucking Ukraine has something to do with our security, bro?
Yeah.
150 billion national security package.
Yeah.
Funded for Israel and Ukraine.
Yeah.
Now I agree with the Ukraine. I agree with both of them for real. I mean, I would expect America to intervene in both of these situations, to be honest with you.
It has something to do with our national security
But
because
damn, so much money.
look, people got to understand this. If the war not fought over there, the war gonna be fought over here. If we not fighting them over there where they
I
at,
agree with that too.
then them sons of bitches is gonna try even harder than 9/11 to get hit. 9/11 already showed you, but not even 9/11 didn't show you that you can be hit. The first World Trade Center bombing with the blind sheikh. The blind sheikh that orchestrated the first World Trade Center bombing. That showed you that we can be hit.
Oh yeah. Especially you got somebody not paying attention to the president's spot.
Yeah. So if you're not fighting them over there and you don't have any allies over there, then where's the war going to be fought? The war is going to be fought here.
Now, it's $105 billion, right? Then most of this is going to Ukraine. Like I said, I expect them to help these people. But I'm gonna get to later why this is not fair to some other countries. You know what I'm saying? They give them $30 billion for Defense Department equipment for Ukraine, and to replenish the U.S. stocks too. $14 billion just for continued military intelligence over that motherfucker. $16 billion for economic and security operations and assistance in Ukraine. This all in Ukraine. $481 million to support Ukraine's arriving in the U.S. through United for Ukraine program. Now, $481 million for Ukraine to come to America. I don't hear Republicans talking about that. That's funny. Maybe they is. Maybe they're gonna hold it up and block it for that. $149 million for national security, nuclear security. That's crazy too.
You have to.
I'm trying to think. Which one of them got nuclear? Israel.
Israel has nukes.
Yeah.
And you can't. And there's no way you
But that's
cannot
Ukraine.
secure nukes. And Ukraine, I'm not sure because they was once part of the Soviet. They was once part of the Soviet Union, so I don't know. I never looked into that. I have to look into that.
$14 billion to Israel though. For the user, defense, the domes, logistics, the military enhancements. Same, and then $10 billion for humanitarian assistance. The usual stuff. But it's funny. $7.5 billion for Taiwan in the Pacific region.
Taiwan.
You mean Taiwan? What's that about?
It's about China. It's about China wants to basically take over Taiwan.
All right.
And China wants to do to Taiwan what Putin is attempting to do with Ukraine. And just like you can't let it happen with Ukraine, you can't let it happen with Taiwan either.
My thing is, how much money you think we can keep pouring in these places to build up a prop security thing, though? Prop army. Like, this money can't last like that. Like, these things are just like fool's gold. Like,
But
you're
it's
sending money over there for nothing.
It's not for nothing because it's only partially it is to build their army. You want to build their army up because you want their soldiers to be equipped too. But if we go if we go to if there's a war in the Middle East, if all hell break loose in the Middle East, where do you think where do you think our base of operations is going to be? It's going to be mostly in Israel. If shit get too bad between Russia and Ukraine, where do you think we're going to launch attacks from? And where do you think it's going to be? The war is going to be fought. It's going to be fought in Ukraine. If we launch attacks, we coming out of Ukraine, Poland, and a couple other places around there.
Yeah.
If we have to get it on with China, we coming at them out of Taiwan, maybe Japan, and if we have to get it on with North Korea. So it's not only that you want these people to have a military build up, and you want them to be able to have the ability and be equipped to defend themselves, so you don't have to keep running the fuck over there every time or have to keep sending them shit every time. Mm-hmm. It's still strategic because, for one, look, if the war is to be fought on U.S. soil, Washington, D.C., New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, Florida, because that's right on the coast, Texas, because they coming off the coast, and the motherfuckers will come through Mexico. Those are where the motherfuckers coming in, and that's where they're going to strike. They're damn sure if a motherfucker, you best believe if it's ever World War III and a motherfucker fire a nuke, first two places they're going to fire that fucking nuke is Washington, D.C. and New York City. Now, if a nuke was to hit anywhere in this area, we all dead.
Oh yeah.
We all fucked.
Oh yeah. That's why Obama made it clear that he wanted to take most of these things off of Earth, period. Because people don't know just the fact that these things are destructive.
Yeah, but you have some people that agree with that, but it's never going to happen because if you have the Chinese with nukes, they're not giving it up. Russia has nukes, they're not giving them up. You'd be a damn fool to give yours up, and they're not giving theirs up.
Well,
it's never going to happen.
That's why it was him just taking a leap of faith and trying to get the country to get together on that. But there's no way they was going to do that. This is what will happen.
Yeah, I mean, but that's why the IAE, or the International Atomic Energy Agency, came into effect, where motherfuckers know that you have to maintain and you have to keep an eye on, you have to keep a track of all this nuclear shit, all this plutonium, all this fucking uranium that's out here, because we know what the fuck a nuke can do. The only two nukes been dropped in the world, in the history of the whole world. Then they've been dropped by the United States. They dropped one on Hiroshima and they dropped one on Nagasaki during World War II. So after that, you know that movie come out this week. I gotta fucking watch that. Oppenheimer. I'm gonna watch that. Motherfucker about 3 hours, but I'm gonna watch that. But after that, even to this day, those two parts of Japan, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, they still haven't fully recovered. I don't know if they probably over half recovered, if that. It's just like when damn, I remember this one because I remember I was young and I'd seen it all over the news when they had the nuclear meltdown at 3 Mile Island. There are parts up there at 3 Mile Island, I think it's in Pennsylvania, that this happened in late 70s. There's people that still to this day haven't went back into their homes to get their shit or been near their homes. That's how fucked up nuclear shit is. And you want to put it in the hands of a motherfucker, and motherfuckers think it's okay in the hands of that crazy motherfucker Kim Jong-un or that motherfucker over or one of them Ayatollahs in Iran. Nah, everybody can't have it.
So we send aid to Ukraine and Israel, and something we've been trying to tell y'all for a while. Getting about Haiti. That's a problem, right? I get it. That's like I agree with
It's a problem.
no one soul, brother. All that stuff is you have to do that stuff. You have to go. You have to spend this money over there. I get it, but you then can't leave out the other things that's happening too. Bro. I just not this right here. Just one thing of what's his name, Biden. I'm not feeling, bro. Like we talking about a motherfucking country. First of all, as of today, the AP just announced that the UN is down to join. They just released a statement. They saying the gangs is invading Haiti rural central region, suffocating peaceful areas, kidnappings, killings, rapings. This is according to the UN, just released Tuesday. The climate of fear reign over the lower whole. They talking about murder, sexual violence, theft, destruction, property, abuse. Do I need to go more? It's not any other atrocities to think of here. On and on. More than 1,700 people was killed and kidnapped in January, just in the past month.
You can go. You can run.
And most of them was kids.
You can run off a list of atrocities over in Haiti a mile long, and you can take all night. You can take the rest of this part and run off all the things going on in Haiti. But
this year, since motherfucking April, 12,000 acres has been surrendered from gangs from farmers. Think about this now. They just suffocating this whole country. None of this is type of atmosphere is going over in Israel or Haiti or Ukraine, and I respect that. But that type of devastation was going on over either one of those countries. We had troops over there by now, bro.
Because, and I'm gonna say this, and
they short
what you say is true. What you saying is true. What you saying is right. But it's always going to come down to this: what's going on in Haiti does not affect our security. What's going on in Haiti does not affect our economy. What's going on in Haiti does not have the potential to set off World War III. And until it does, and until 1, 2, or maybe all three of those things and some more go down, Haiti is on the back burner.
And then it got to the point the countries around there are debating on sending troops in there. They don't even want to send troops in there. This is turning to West Bubba fuck out here, bro.
But see, my thing is what you just saying. The countries that surrounding Haiti. If motherfuckers want to make some noise, I ain't gonna say, well, I'm gonna say make some real loud noise about what's going on in Haiti and bring Haiti to the forefront. You countries that's around Haiti need to do something. You need to go up in there. And if you go up in there and say that the fucking gangs run you out, that puts more pressure on the international community to do something about it. Because if they can do it, there's no big countries surrounding Haiti. Those y'all are small countries too. And if they can do it to Haiti, they can do it to you.
I feel for the women and children in this country for real, bro.
Hell yeah.
This is a dangerous
Because
spot.
look,
And for us to be American, we love women and all this women rights, and
Look.
everything we do and all this shit, just to turn a blind eye to this black country. It don't sit real with me, man. Port-au-Prince, all this shit is going up in flames. It's just like, it's crazy, bro.
look, the shit you know that's coming out of Haiti ain't half of the shit that's going on in Haiti.
Exactly.
It's just like the shit
Now,
that's coming out
right
of,
now in Haiti, they do have an uprising going on with the citizens, the average civilian, the average citizen there, civilians that's not in the gangs, not in the police office, not in that stuff. They try and get together and take back their country. But man, I'm telling you, man, this is a fucking haywire ass mess over there that
yeah,
you
and this
can't.
is,
And
this part
I'm
of the mess you
disappointed
just
in
know
America
about.
too, because you can't leave it up to the countries that's around this country. That they not strong enough or powerful enough to get in there and get this shit together. Again, I made an example of what fucking president was that? Went over that motherfucker in the middle of everything and took over Haiti. Army, everything, because the motherfucking president was assassinated. That's the shit that need to happen, bro. It's real fucking simple to me. For nothing to be going
but
on just doesn't make
Right.
sense.
Until
I'm trying to figure, there's no Haiti people in the Senate or Congress? There's no Haiti congressman?
no,
Really?
no, you don't have nobody in Congress or the Senate is of Haitian descent.
Damn.
Nobody. But look, believe that they know, because every day the president gets a fucking assessment, and he gets every morning, he knows what's going on in every corner of the world.
Exactly, man. That's what makes this so bad.
But at this, but until, like I say, Haiti, and I agree with everything you say, and I say that shit, something need to be done. But that situation over there in Ukraine and in the Middle East got some potential to set off a fucking nuclear war, World War III. And they gonna look at it and be like, God damn, Haiti can wait. And that's fucked up. But what's even more fucked up is all these countries, this would piss me off. All countries around the world bitch and moan when the United States do their thing. Where the United States, they bullies, they get involved in shit that they shouldn't get involved in, and they should leave it up to other countries to do this and do that and do this. Why they got to be doing everything. Okay, this is a chance that some of you mofos are crying about what the United States do, to jump in there and say, well, damn, we'll save Haiti. Yeah, we got the most powerful military force on earth, but it ain't no bunch of weaklings around this motherfucker either. Great Britain ain't weak, France ain't weak, Germany ain't weak. Canada ain't weak, but Canada got us backing them up, so ain't no shit gonna happen to them.
Man, there is a million Haitians in America, though.
There's a lot of Haitians, yeah.
And there's a lot in Florida alone. 500,000 of those million is in Florida.
Yeah. There's a lot of people of Caribbean.
So, who's the Florida motherfucking congressman person? Like, what is going on here, young?
Yeah.
Who's the Florida?
But Florida, you got to rack a motherfuckers. You probably got to rack a Haitian.
Oh, that's the Sanchez. Fuck. Oh, the governor.
You got to, I mean.
Fuck. That's why. Shit.
But still, you probably got a lot of them in Louisiana too. So if motherfucking, he ain't gonna give a fuck. DeSantis ain't giving a fuck about his Haitian population because they probably ain't voting for him if any voted.
No.
Just like they got more Cubans than anybody. You don't fuck about them Cubans.
Oh fuck, Marco Rubio. Oh fuck, jeez.
Yeah,
And that's in Florida where 500, where the most Haitians are.
yeah.
Damn, that ain't good. Damn. But man, if you living in motherfucking Haiti right now, my heart go out to you, bro. I don't even know what to say to this. This is tough. The way that whole country is under haywire now, just got me speechless. How we doing so much around the world, and just I'm speechless, bro. There's more people in Haiti than either one of these countries.
And more likely than not,
Speechless.
the Haitian military ain't probably built up to the point where they got weapons of mass destruction.
No.
So that's just another issue. It's just about running
And then the
up in
spill
there.
off is hard to come. Well, most of them can make it to Florida, but it's hard for them to get to Florida from there.
And see,
This is
then
tough.
you have another problem with going up in Haiti. You can run up in Haiti. How can you tell who's who? Because if they done took over the country,
I know.
It'll be no more different than what's going on over in Palestine right now with Hamas. With Hamas,
Well, you don't know who's who.
has blended in.
It'd be even worse
with,
in Haiti.
with the Palestinians, with the people. So you don't know. You can go up in there and you can't just go up in there and start shooting motherfuckers. So you have with Haiti is a whole different problem because say Biden was to send troops up in Haiti and you don't know who's who and who you should be going after and who you should be protecting, and then you end up taking out a few hundred or a few thousand of the wrong people. Ain't a good look, and that ain't a look you want.
Yeah, Haiti is a tough situation, but these motherfuckers ain't doing shit, so that's a problem. And I want the same thing though. I want bills running. I want the same speeches. I want all that same shit. Like, I'm not feeling this, bro. This is the one thing out of the whole world that's happening, and I'm not feeling, bro. And it's getting worse and worse. To be honest with you, worse and worse. Now, appreciate everybody to be tuning into us, bro. We on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, X. My bad. We all over the place too, for sure. Make sure we bring y'all the concrete politics deciphered. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Now, it's 50 days until hour, bro. 50 days. It is showtime for real, my boy. Now, key things been going on in the Republican race, right? Been a lot of shifting and moving around. People dropping out, money moving. You know what I'm saying? So now, the big money motherfuckers from the Republican parties is moving their money around. And it seems to me, first of all, everybody is so far behind Trump is irrelevant. But money is starting to go behind Nikki Haley.
Yep.
So already, what's his name dropped out from South Carolina. Ramaswamy still in this damn thing?
Yep.
God damn it. They wasting time for real. Because right now, this is about to be. And what's the fat motherfucker from New Jersey? He in it? He left dropped out yet?
Christie's still in it.
He's still in it? Is these people serious? What are they doing? Like, come on, man. All right. At this point, The person looked like gonna be Haley. I thought it was gonna be my man from South Carolina, but he dropped that ball.
No.
So it's gonna be Haley with all the money he's gonna go to. The Sanchez had no chance from the beginning, but he didn't know it. He's a dummy for that. You know what I'm saying? It was only one lane, and that was the pure, clean Republican lane. Even though I don't like that lane, they ain't even. But it's better than the Trump lane. You know what I'm saying? That was only 2 lanes. She chose that one. Everybody else wanted to play around and fidge in the middle. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Sanchez made sure he was almost Trump, but not much. They fucked it up. Well, she was clearly, I was in the administration, but he fucked up. I don't like him no more. You know what I'm saying? She made that clear. You know what I'm saying? So now, what do you think about these two going head to head? Is there any chance for Haley to put a dent in this orange demon?
Nope.
Huh?
Nope. Because one, she's still trailing behind DeSantis.
It's not good. But she getting money.
So, yeah, she getting money. And that's gonna help. That's gonna help her put ads out there.
Hell yeah.
But the
And
money
the Koch, and back that up for a minute. It's Koch brothers is now backing her too. That's huge.
That's huge, but it doesn't in the Republican Party right now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much money they give
Gotta
her.
be racist.
They give her $12 million. They give her $12 billion. It doesn't matter because she's losing to a motherfucker. Do motherfuckers understand this? Trump ain't spending no money. Trump not spending no money on his campaign. Trump is spending the money that Trump is spending. Trump is spending on his legal defense. Trump is not spending no money on his campaign. And how many Trump ads do you see on TV?
He doing the same campaign he ran before.
Ran the
Just
same
shoestring joint.
shit. All Trump got to do, and this is what people people understand it, but there's some people that don't understand it. All Trump is doing, just like the what he's doing on the debate when he counter programs. All Trump had to do. Trump rallies are covered by all news networks all day, and they cover everything he say. All Trump got to do is say something wild and outrageous and wild up his base, and he got all the ads and publicity that he needs. When people run ads against Trump, you're doing a job for him because he has so much of the base locked up. And Nikki Haley, yeah, she's gonna move up, but you are running in a party that is racist, that is misogynist, and you are not going to get but so much of the vote, and you got a large section of that party that will not vote for a woman
under any circumstance.
And guess what? That happened to Hillary in the Democratic Party too, because there was some men out there that just will not vote for a woman, who don't think that a woman should run this country.
It's funny because the cycle of these voters, right? These voters were the people that was don't tread my whatever the fuck they had their little flag. Don't tread on
Don't tread on me.
Don't tread on me shit. It's like the beginning of this little grouping up, and then it flowed on through the Obama administration when it turned into recklessness, racist motherfuckers, right? But with no guidance. It was a reckless voter base, racist that had no guidance, right? Most of the people in that party that was leaders were hiding the fact they was racist, right? So they wasn't really catering to them.
They got
you know what I'm saying? So from who?
They got guidance from the people they follow. It's just that they know the code. They know the code.
There was no one person for all of them to follow behind until Trump came. That's when they got the follow behind person. There was nobody there. There was nobody could collaborate all these people together. It was a complete racist party. It was an undertone vote in the Republican Party. They had nowhere to go. They Romney. They ain't feeling him. He not racist enough. You feel me?
I think
the people they was putting up was not it. And that's when you get, once you get a clear racist, that's when you get distinction with McCain. He's not racist for them.
they kind of coalesce
You
behind.
get the
Newt
motherfucking
to a-
distinction of okay.
to
Now
a
we got our
certain
racist
state.
person. He
Yeah.
clearly a racist. Now we here. That's it. We voting for him, and nothing else can be said to us. You know what I'm saying? That's how this went. That tread on me shit started earlier. Started throwing shit at Obama, spitting on Obama, and all this bullshit, making that racist shit on Obama. These all these same people. You know what I'm saying? Now they keep changing their name. Now they Trumpsters or whatever the fuck they are, or MAGAs. You see what I'm saying? I think the MAGAs is about where they're gonna stop. They're gonna end with the MAGA, Trump or not. They're gonna be calling themselves MAGA. I see. You know what I'm saying? I see this is gonna be their thing. So I don't know, man. And when you come through the whole party, how parties fluctuate and shit. Watching this party turn into a cold racist, where I thought the shit, I always thought they was racist and bigot, but to be cold racist voters now is different. Like you have motherfuckers, like we pull out the motherfucker dog whistles. It's like it's none with these. You see what I'm saying? That's a different thing here.
They just had somebody that came out.
Yeah.
It just had somebody that came out and
get them together.
And basically he just spoke their language and they wasn't afraid to say what was on their mind and what they thought anymore. Which they always thought that way, and they always coalesce behind people like Pat Robertson, Newt Gingrich, and all these. A lot of these people, Reagan Reagan had a lot of racial undertones, but he never came out and said it. The only difference,
leader.
But the only thing with Trump was Trump came out and said it.
Yeah.
And Trump didn't have a fucking problem saying it. So
For
they
example,
figure
KKK won't support Reagan. Their support, they need somebody more racist, not hiding it. They don't like that. You understand that? They don't like you. They know you're racist. We get it. They even know you're racist. But when you get up there talking and massaging it and dog whistling it, they don't like that.
They didn't.
You know what I'm saying? They like you to be out front, like motherfucking Whitewater and motherfucking Trump. They like that. You see, spit it out. Be who that is.
See,
then they gonna follow you.
It was done different. It was done different back then. And Trump being an unconventional politician, Trump stepped over the norm. See, normally when you had people like Reagan and Bush and some of these others that you knew was racist, but they wouldn't come straight out and say it, or they had surrogates.
Yeah,
that could go into a all white Mississippi town, or all white town, and where the KKK at in Mississippi and Alabama and down in Georgia and down south, and speak to these people where they didn't have to, where it was
that's my point.
That's why they had Trump.
You're gonna get scared.
They had to get Trump to disavow David Duke, even though he didn't. But
Trump and Bush, Reagan and Bush, they will get the bigots and the racists.
Yeah, they had the bigots,
but they won't get the actual cold-hearted racists, like a KKK and a skinhead that's outright saying, "This is my guy." You don't have that here. They didn't have that person. They got that person with a Trump. That's what I'm talking about.
Had him. You knew who they voted for.
They call this nigga God, like that type shit, bro.
Look, they had them. They had the KKK. They had skinheads. They had white nationalists. They had them all in their pocket.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a
difference. Had them in their pocket.
Then they outright saying it and talking to each other. Look, that's a big difference.
Look, it's a big difference in a lot of ways, because now with Trump, look, with when the Reagans and the Bushes in the 80s and all that shit, and we always felt that Reagan was racist and Bush too, and
yeah, exactly. But it's something we as niggas know.
But we knew that's something we
You don't
as
have to
black
decipher
people
that with
knew.
Trump. You
But-
feel me? You don't have to sniff it out.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
and
That's
it
what
was,
I mean.
But see, it was worse. It was worse back then because you didn't know where it was coming from. You knew it was dead. You knew it was in the works. You knew it was working against you, but you didn't know who. The one thing about Trump, for all the shit that he done, he allowed these people to step out in front of the cameras in the mainstream. So you know who you dealing with.
That's it right there.
But it's no
Bush wasn't like that.
no different.
He was behind the doors talking racist.
And it was
shit.
and that was even worse because they was telling the people one thing, and they were standing up there in the White House, in the Oval Office, in the East Room, or wherever, in the Rose Garden, and they were standing up in front of people saying one thing, and they were sneaking around doing a whole nother thing, or had somebody else doing a whole nother thing. So it was worse. It was worse back then. But now you got a motherfucker that's so uncouth as it come to politics that he don't know how to cover up his dumb shit. So now all these stupid motherfuckers think what he's doing is good, and he got them jumping out there. And now you dumb motherfuckers and jumped out there, and all of you motherfuckers is losing out on the end. You've been exposed. Motherfuckers don't fuck with you. You losing money. You losing prestige. You losing position. You losing all of this because you following a dumbass racist, and you allowed yourself, even if you wasn't a racist, you allowed yourself to be grouped with a fucking racist, and now you allowed this dumb motherfucker to basically turn y'all out. And fucking, you get what your hand called for.
Before we go on though, I forgot that Biden did set up the release for a 4-year-old hostage though.
Yeah,
That went over everybody's head, but that was done.
all of them was young. All of them, the ones yesterday, all of them was like 14 and under.
Yeah, 4-year-old is tough. That you gotta give him credit for that. That had to be done, and it was done. So I just want to make sure we point out the fact that he negotiated them coming home safely. A 4-year-old. They could have done whatever to this 4-year-old over that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a lot of 4-year-olds. There's a lot
They
of
still doing
there's a lot of younger than 4. They're doing
exactly.
all kind of fuck up shit too.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't even want to think about it. No. Well, yeah, it's tough for us to really monitor the stuff like this is going on, because I know it's tough. That's like we talk about with Haiti. It's just pitching yourself in the middle of this stuff. I know it's just a bad situation. So our hearts go out to all these situations, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of motherfucking Trump and his bad decisions and shit, let's touch on the Central Park 5 real quick. Because one of the motherfucking Central Park 5s is now going to be making bills for your black asses and white asses. You know what I'm saying? Now, sign off on some things, you know? Now, Yusuf was one of the Central Park 5s. We're going to get to in a minute, but there's a few of the Central Park 5s. Anybody don't know, Central Park 5 back in the day was all accused of motherfucking rape. And Donald Trump back in the day, he was just a big money motherfucker back in the day, famous dude. Everybody looked at as a money motherfucker. And he started putting out motherfucking billboards and shit, asking for these motherfuckers to be what's the motherfucker locked up and fucking
One of them get the death penalty.
death penalty. Literally. And then if everybody know the situation, that DNA came up to let everybody know that these motherfuckers ain't do shit. Not a damn thing. Until this day, Trump still say they should be locked up. His followers still say they should be locked up. For what reason? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the motherfucker evidence said I didn't do it, like what we talking about now?
Because Trump said so, and those dumbasses that follow Trump ain't got no brain.
None.
So if you got a fucking bunch of
It's
brainless
all this
people
shit though,
following you,
bro. It's like, bro,
it is what it
they
is.
gotta let go. What are y'all still saying they should be? What are you talking about? And it's just tough for me to get it. One of the motherfuckers that was in this situation here came out flying colors, is now a representative. He ran for office. Yusuf. Now, it's cool that motherfucker, first of all, for being a motherfucker Central Park 5 member and was locked, someone was locked up for years and years before this thing, for the DNA shit came up. So he literally spent time in jail for shit they ain't do. Literally. And about to be murdered on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's fucked up. The fact that you get out of that, you're exonerated, and then you run for motherfucker the seat in New York City Council and win. What you think about that, bro?
It's a good thing. He should.
Yeah, keep in mind, this was in New York when all this went down.
He got back. He got the experience of things a lot of brothers go through, and went through, you know. And now he gets to get out there and he gets to make laws, change laws, establish laws for people that have been in a situation that he been in. And you know, to be a good thing.
That's just sweet. You can't ask for a better motherfucking American story, bro. Right? It's funny that he thought about politics after that, because most people just want to get this shit, just get away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just spent all that time in jail for no fucking reason.
That's not true.
I just want. You don't think so?
I know it's not true.
You want to run for office?
I know a lot of people that
You
I've
a
done 2 bits.
politician?
I've done 2 bits. I done been in with a lot of people who want to run for office, who want to do a lot of things. That when they get out,
No. I'm
and
talking about
other
after
stuff,
being accused of something you ain't do as a child.
it doesn't matter.
You just lost your whole childhood, and now you're out. So why would you? My point is, what's your first thought of running for office or something when you
because
just
it's
getting
a
your
lot
life
of
back?
people, and it's a lot of people that have been in that situation. That when you go through that situation like that, and you've been wrong, you want to help change the system. And he was probably one of them ones that when he was in there, he probably wasn't the only one in there wrongly accused. He probably wasn't the only one in there that shouldn't have been in there. And he probably got it in him that, man, when I get out here, I'm going to do what I can and get involved and change the system. And there's a lot of people like that want to get involved and change the system because the system is fucked up. The system is weighted. It's weighted against a certain people. And you can tell who the system is weighted by who's in there. So, or who the system is weighted against. It's weighted against Black people, people of color, period. So he probably was one of the ones, he probably got it in him. And it's like a lot of brothers do. A lot of brothers, like, when I get the fuck out of here, these laws is fucked up. The way people can just say anything or do anything, the way the police is treating people, the way the court system is treating people, the way motherfuckers rights is being denied, and people want to get out there, and some people want to get in out there and make a difference. And he was one of the ones who wanted to make a difference. And he got in the office, now he can make a difference.
He was locked up for 7 years too before he got out. For the DNA evidence overturned convictions of all 4 of them. Black and Latino, to be exact.
Yeah.
So shouts out to that my man right here for coming back into the game. And one day might be running to Trump. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
He probably is.
As far as this concerned, the motherfucker politics concerned. In fact, I think it's gonna happen real soon.
This dumb motherfucker, it goes to show that this dumb motherfucker, you can't just jump out there, no matter how powerful you is, just because you think you can. And a lot of people follow this. and people believe what the fuck he say. Because the motherfucker know how to market itself. You can say one thing about that motherfucker. He know how to sell itself.
Although
And
this
people-
year is not looking too good, man. This not being a good marketing time. And but to be
Shit.
honest with you, don't have to really say too much or be too
How?
much. Everybody know him.
Shit, he
Ain't nothing to
marketing
say.
the shit out of himself. This motherfucker got motherfuckers giving him money right
Nobody
and
paying
left.
no attention to him.
Paying no attention to who? Trump.
Yeah. Nobody on God's green earth is even paying any attention to him, bro.
Really?
None.
This motherfucker got half the fucking
None.
Republican Party in his pocket.
He
Somebody
literally
paying
still
attention.
talking about repealing Obamacare. What is he talking about, bro?
And it's still working for the people.
He not talking
for
to
the people
anybody.
he talking.
Nobody's paying
No,
attention to him.
he not talking to Democrats. He talking to his base. He talking to the people out there who allegedly don't like Obamacare. He talking to them. He got people out there he's still talking to. He might not be talking to one of us. He ain't gonna never talk to us, but he got a motherfucking set of people out there that's listening to him. You can tell that behind. You can tell that behind when they do them little things after debates when they'll say, well, who you vote for? Well, I'm voting for Trump, or I came in here, I was leaning towards what's we call it, but I'm leaning toward Trump and all this old other dumb shit. Motherfucker, look, if motherfuckers wasn't listening to this fool, he would not be the topic on the news every night. World news, local news, international news.
Like nobody watches debates no more. He come on TV, nobody paying no attention to him.
That's because he ain't in it.
He drowned out. Nobody paying attention to him.
That's because he ain't in it.
Trump?
Because nobody watching debates because Trump not in
I'm
it.
talking about anything. He be having
Now-
motherfucking speeches. Anybody paying attention to that shit? Then he got on TV no more. Like he not the same. It's like he going off his old whoever he was at first. Everybody already know who he is. They gonna vote for what they want. Him or
As
not.
you were saying
It's
earlier,
not. He don't got to do anything to run
he
for
don't have
anything.
to. He don't have to do shit. He's already out there.
Exactly.
He's already marketed. He's already a known commodity.
And then
And
he's
he
not even running
still
on anything.
Has 40-some%, almost 50% of the Republican Party
That's
in
a
his
problem.
pocket. And nobody else has made a dent in nothing. DeSantis still got his little 20%. Nikki Haley, what's she up to? 10, 13%?
Because she almost unflappable. Like, what can you say about him? He been already been accused of rape. You feel me? He already a thief, a racist. Like, what you gonna bring up in the debate to shock
But the
anybody?
problem,
There's no shocking
it
when
ain't
you
the
bring.
problem.
You can't bring up anything
that's
that
what-
be like.
That's the thing. That's the thing. He's already out there. You already know. Everybody know about the indictments. No, you cannot say nothing. You cannot say nothing about Trump. But the fucking problem in the motherfucking Republican Party is the candidates cannot say nothing about themselves. They cannot even push themselves, market themselves, say this is what I can do. This is what I will do different from him. This is my plan to do this, that, and the third for you. They can't even talk about themselves. And they can't, so how the fuck they gonna say anything?
I'm gonna tell
They
you
can't
how,
build themselves up.
how I feel this right here. When you get Biden and Trump one-on-one, it's literally nothing Biden can say or do to sway anything.
Well,
Like-
shit.
Hold on. First of all, he's already known as a racist. He already known as a fucking not even pedophile, allegedly, but he got charged for rape.
All
It's
that's
like,
built in the
what can you say about him then?
cake. All that's built.
That's
into
gonna
the
make
cake.
somebody say, "Oh, you know what? I'm not voting for him." That's just too
All
far.
of that.
He already did
all
too
of
far.
that's-
Everything.
All of that's built in the cake.
Cool.
All of that.
But if you
we already
Biden,
know that.
what the hell you saying?
When the thing between when you put
It's
Trump,
tough.
when you put Trump and Biden on that same stage,
Uh-huh.
Biden is not going after Trump personally, and he's not going after him
What
about
he
the
gonna go
charge.
after them with?
But he's going to go after him. He gonna pull out a list of motherfucking accomplishments. Wham!
Oh,
This is what I've done since in my time in office.
you can be able to
This
win like
is
that.
what I.
That's what I'm fearing. Once you do that, now you're making a debate about you. Now you're gonna let Trump just sit
Right.
back and pick apart whatever the fuck you got, and he still ain't gonna show
If
shit.
he don't have what, how can he pick apart something when he don't have nothing? He don't have nothing to
Easy.
counteract you with.
Every sentence is gonna be
If he
asking
say,
this
if
question
he
person.
say, if he say, okay, I passed the what the fuck, the Inflation Reduction Act. What have you done? Do we got something? Do Trump? What could Trump come back and say? He say, I passed the CHIPS Act. What have you done? He'll say, well, I overturned Roe v. Wade. What Biden gonna say? I'm gonna give a woman her right to her right to determine her own reproductive health back.
All right, what he gonna do
You-
is come in there and
come
say,
on. He'll
Um,
you old. That's all
okay.
he gonna say.
no. He gonna come in and say, not only I'm putting kids back in them fucking cages, I'm locking whoever the fuck up come across that border. Let's start there. Everybody gonna. This the things he gonna do. That's gonna have nothing to do with my man here. I'm gonna repeal an Obamacare ASAP.
But
And we're gonna go back to this wall again.
No.
Things that nobody talking about, nobody give a fuck about.
No.
But these are things he gonna bring up and talk about.
we
Has
look,
nothing to do with Biden. Biden, this is a losing cause for Biden. Unless
It's
Biden
not,
figure something out.
because
here.
this is the
There's
deal. This is the
nothing
whole
you can
deal.
say here.
Trump got the Republicans.
Exactly.
Biden got his Democrats.
So you think Trump can
Do
come in
you
there
think? Do
and
you
not
think
say nothing about Biden?
the race is going to be one? It's going to be one with two groups of people, undecideds and independents. Nothing. He can say he can lock them up in cages and send them home. That's not appealing to independents. He can say I'm going to repeal Obamacare. Independents not having it.
That's 80 million. He still got out with that though.
What?
With everything he just said.
Biden has 80 million. He has 81 million. And Trump only has 75 million. He has 75 million.
Trump
And Biden had 80. So
Trump definitely gonna have 80 million regardless of what happens here.
why?
The problem is
how?
Is Biden gonna get it?
How? Where's he gonna get 80 from? When he's lost support since his last election,
really
since his last race. He lost a lot of support.
Let's be serious now.
He lost a lot of support. He lost a lot of support in his own party.
Why would he?
You got a lot of Republicans that
what
say,
did he do to
I
lose
want-
support? He put all that
That
fucking
crazy
judges
shit.
in there. He repealed the fucking anything they wanted. It was done. There's
Look.
no way in the hell you can sit and
Look.
tell me.
You sit here.
Come on, bro.
You sit and look at
they needed.
You sit here and look at this shit just like I look at it.
He did
How many
everything they needed.
motherfuckers get on that motherfucker every day?
He did more than Reagan. He did more than Bush.
No, he haven't.
As far as Republicans concerned, hell yeah. Them niggas ain't do shit compared to what he did.
Shit.
What make them call them Ronald,
I ain't
whatever the
gonna
fuck that
say
is,
that.
because
Look,
they work
look.
with Democrats to make their bills. Your man ain't do that.
Trump ain't did shit. And
You
Trump
don't
made
think so?
motherfuckers, he ain't did shit, and he good enough of a motherfucking marketing genius. I give him that to make people think he did.
No.
Yeah, he put them, he motherfucking he put them judges in.
They love that
Right,
because that overturned Roe v. Wade.
right.
They love that.
But he lost women in the process.
Bush couldn't do that.
But see, that's the problem. He lost women in the process. And it's a known fact, and we pointed out all the time. More women vote in elections than men. And if you're going to put abortion and women's health on the table,
It's a lose-lose. It's
That's
even.
he can't win with women.
He can't. That's even. That's
How's
like
even?
That won't even.
How's even?
Because all the women in the world are not Democrats. What do you mean? You got
But all women,
Republican women,
but the one
and
thing,
not Republican women that
Hold-
sucks
but
the
all
that
women-
man ass. And
all
and
women
he's a
don't think-
Republican.
all women don't think a man should tell them what to do with their bodies.
That sounds good, but it's even. It's a
It's
wash.
not even, because if
That's a wash.
he won't get not one Democratic woman. and he lose, I'm not even gonna say 50%.
Republican women. It's a wash.
So how's a wash then? You
It's
saying
both
it's a wash?
sides.
What you
the
mean?
fact that you fight for abortion, that turns off Republican women. You got rid of abortion, that turns off Democratic women. It's a wash.
But it's more than just abortion that goes into the subject. We're talking about women's health. Yeah, you got a dumbass like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Everybody don't think
half
that.
and half here.
Nobody look. If he lose 30%, and that's very possible. I say he can lose more than that in women. But if he lose 30% of Republican women, he got a problem. He got a real problem.
You're not gonna lose no Republican women.
Now,
If he lose nobody,
shit. If moderates, if Republican moderates don't vote for him, and there's a lot of people in the Republican Party that don't want Trump, and if they stay home and just say, "Well, fuck it, I'm just ain't gonna go vote,"
that's still
he got a problem.
They did it last
that
time.
doesn't mean he got 80 million.
They did it last
he
time.
didn't get 80 million the last time. You keep saying 80 million. He did not get 80 million.
77.
Biden got 80 million.
77 million people is close.
He got 75.
What's the difference?
Biden got 80. That's the difference. Biden bumped 80. He got over 80 million. And he's not losing support.
Now you with me? That's
Biden
hold on.
got 80.
That's close
Trump
too.
didn't get 80.
That's only 5 million more people. Think about that.
That's a lot of people.
Okay.
Especially,
Let's think about this next.
look,
Do you think Democrats are enthusiastic?
yeah,
For what?
yeah, because young Democrats are enthusiastic. Gen Z is
We're talking about
enthusiastic.
5 million gap right here. We need everybody.
It's going to go up
we need
bigger.
Everybody be enthusiastic. We need
It's
all
going
black
to
people.
go.
You gonna try to tell me
You are
black people
going.
enthusiastic right now?
It's going to go up
Black
bigger.
people going
You
on
know
what?
why it's going to go up bigger? Because you have a lot of first time and
Are we
new
losing
voters.
black people? Yes or no on this one?
No, you're never going to lose.
We're
Black
not even
people.
excited about
Who
this.
you losing to?
About
Who
what?
you losing them to?
What
Who
are
you losing
black
them
people
to?
excited about?
Huh?
They're
Who
not
you losing
excited
them
about the
to?
polls this year. What we go? What? You gonna lose?
You better
gonna
check
give
out. You better
80%.
check out a Kamala Harris
You're not
rally.
gonna get like
You
you
going
had
to
on
get
Obama,
it. Look,
right? You gonna get so low of a black participation here.
No, you're not.
This year it's gonna be crazy.
No, you're not. If it stays where it been, if
There's
it
nobody
stays,
black even
if it
talking about
stays,
voting this year.
if it stays where it was, not in the Obama years, but even in the years leading to before Obama, when it was still around 90%.
It's close, bro.
He had 90%. The Democrat usually got about 80-90% of the black vote. The black vote is not going to Trump. It ain't. That's not happening. And you know, and
Okay, all right.
and it's another demographic that he will not win. And Kamala Harris is making sure of that by this Congress
hold
tour, where you have what they call them now, Gen Z, the youngest voters, the young voters that the first time voters is not voting Trump. They're leaning left. Those are left-leaning voters. And you still got a problem with independents who will sway the election. And those are overwhelmingly Biden voters leaning Biden.
You think independents voted for this clown last time?
Who? Voted for who?
Trump.
No.
Exactly. He don't need none of that. No black women, independents.
If he gonna
none of that.
then he still if he get what he got the last time, then he's still stuck at 75 million or 77, whatever
That
it was.
is a problem because now Biden have to get up there.
What you
I'm trying
mean?
to
He
tell
had
you.
80.
It ain't that.
He had over
last
80.
time.
He had over 80.
That was last time.
So you figured Trump gonna do what he did last time, but Biden ain't gonna do what he did last
Because
time.
his voters are still enthusiastic about this shit.
No, they're not.
Biden voters, you cannot tell me
Look,
enthusiastic.
if he
bro.
only has, Biden has overwhelmingly what? I'm gonna say, even if somebody in the race, some other chunk guy in the race, Biden has over 90% of the Democratic vote in hand. Trump only has 50% at most right now. And the other 50, half of them don't fuck with him, don't like him, and ain't gonna vote for him. He has a problem. He don't have his whole party behind him like Biden has his whole party behind him.
That's true. But they went
And
behind
that
him
is a
last time
problem.
when he got to 77.
And he got to 80.
You gotta remember,
He still
everything
got
you
to
needed,
80.
he did it without.
Biden still got more votes
That's
in a presidential election than anybody ever,
now.
including Barack. He beat Barack Obama's record.
4 million more than Trump. Let's stay there.
It doesn't matter. It was more.
So no matter how much history was,
It
was only 4 million people
more.
right?
He got more.
But you guys agree with me that right there was almost the max. Everybody was voting for Biden at that time. Everybody was going out voting for Trump. That was a whole maxed out thing. It was almost maxed out.
Look.
You can't tell me it's gonna max out this time.
The last two,
agree with me or not.
the last two. I don't even say
You cannot say it's gonna
because
max out
Hillary
this
got
time.
more votes than him.
You can't tell me it's gonna max out this time though. Everybody gonna
Hell
vote.
yeah.
Why? Isn't nobody thinking about it?
It's a year away.
It's nothing to fear.
It's a year away.
You get what I'm saying?
We haven't even got to
This the funny part.
we haven't even got to primary the vote in the primaries yet.
But again, this is the funny part.
You
When
know
a Democrat
that-
is the president, everything starts running smooth. Nobody's anxious about anything.
Right.
That's why you don't get out voting about nothing because you good.
Because ain't nobody
There's
going to
nothing
the
making
ballots
you
right
mad. Only thing right now is abortions.
now. Ain't
And I
nobody
split
going.
half for half.
No, you still inflation still on the ballot. Abortion, immigration. You got the
Only if he starts
you
tomorrow
got-
putting kids in the
you got
joint. That's what make immigration.
You got foreign policy. All that's still out there. But all of this shit is not gonna heat up until after the motherfucking after the primaries.
Do you
We
know
know this?
Biden or Trump can just sit in their living room all the way to the day of the joint, don't run nothing or do anything until then,
Nah, I
and
ain't gonna
everybody, the
say
same voters are gonna do it and vote for
I
them
ain't
the
gonna
same
say
way.
that.
Nobody care about them like that.
Look,
They're gonna vote.
you
The
watch.
people gonna vote for
Look,
them.
this is
They're
gonna
vote
be
for 'em.
this is going to be most likely this is going to be the most expensive and the most dirtiest campaign you won't ever see, because it's going to get down and it's going to get dirty, especially when the
I can't even
motherfuckers-
imagine Trump getting even dirty. It's nothing else he can say about Biden.
Shit.
He done said everything too.
Shit.
Like it's
They
literally
hold it. Come
these
on.
niggas gonna look at each other like, damn, we don't use everything.
You best believe they hold each one of them holding something
He
in their
gonna sit there and
pocket.
say, "You a racist." Shit, we already know that, Biden. What's that?
Nah.
What's next? Oh, your son,
know,
your
it's-
son a
it's-
crackhead. But
it-
Trump, we already know that. Come on,
You
move
best
on.
believe it's some shit coming out.
Like, come on.
It always does. It always does. Ain't nobody that motherfucker Swift boat ad came out of motherfucking nowhere, didn't it?
This will be tough. Oh, we'll see.
Hey, I mean, you got almost a year. You got just a little bit under
It's
a year.
quiet as fuck.
It's supposed to be quiet. You're not campaigning now.
It's 50 days until hour. We
That's-
talking about a month.
We're not talking about
That's the race. That's where it stops.
No. That is the Republic. We're talking about getting a Republican nominee.
This kicks
We
off
know
everything.
that doesn't. It kicks off primary season.
Yes.
General election season doesn't generally get down and dirty. Is around Labor Day, around next September. You're going to see every time you on Sunday when you turn on a motherfucking football game next season, every motherfucking commercial you're gonna see 30 motherfucking ads. You're gonna see a Trump ad. You're gonna see a Biden ad, Trump ad, Biden ad, Trump ad, Biden ad. Every time you turn on TV at night, you're gonna get sick of seeing 91 felony counts, the Biden crime family. That's all you gonna see. That shit, you don't put that shit out now. It's too early.
But everybody already know it. It's useless. It's dead water shit.
Yeah, no, but don't they do that shit every cycle?
No.
Every cycle
No,
they
they
run
don't.
shit back, and
They
you got to understand this. You have a whole year. A lot of shit happens in a year. A lot of shit.
Like he might go to jail.
Right. He might go to jail. So shit. Biden could slip
he
up
ain't
and
going
something
to jail,
can
though.
slip up.
Fall down
You
steps.
never know. Fall down the step, all types of shit. But you're not.
But I know one thing.
You're not putting out
Nobody giving
ads
a fuck.
against. You're not putting out ads. Oh, you're not saying against Trump. Nothing against Trump now. Because if you feel as though you want to run against Trump and that you can beat Trump, why would you pull a Bernie Sanders move and give Trump's motherfucking opponents the blueprint on how to beat him? That would be just dumb. That'd be dumb all the way around the book. Because that's how he beat Hillary. He just took Bernie Sanders' playbook and ran with it. Because there wasn't nobody talking about no fucking emails to Bernie Sanders start trashing a woman.
Oh, it's gonna be tight though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna be tight, but
I'm telling you, man, it's no
In the end,
enthusiasm
but-
about voting for Biden at all. It's that you need. To
it's a year.
compete.
It's a year out.
There's nobody gonna be happy.
Look,
It's gonna
y'all.
once you
I'm
doing
telling
good
y'all.
in life. I know it's when
I'm
Democrats
telling y'all.
when Democrats running things, if everything running smooth, nobody
I'm
care
telling
about
y'all.
voting no more.
Don't.
It's just when the Republicans run,
Look.
everything is a disaster. Then everybody got to vote.
Look. Biden.
It's like
Biden
the whole motherfucking United States vote.
Biden ain't dumb. Biden doing the same motherfucking thing. It's the Bill Clinton playbook. You don't motherfucking put your business out there. What you gonna do out there? While the Republican Party is burning, you sit there and play the fiddle. You sit there and do your job, do your work, get shit done. Motherfuckers talking about oh, Biden is Biden's war, and Biden is motherfucking condoning genocide. Next thing you know, Biden ain't got motherfucking a ceasefire and motherfucking 14 hostages a day coming home. What the fuck? And you can't say nothing about it. Okay, you wanna motherfucker Hunter Biden this, Hunter Biden this, Hunter Biden that. Hunter Biden said, okay, I'll motherfucking come and testify. I'm gonna testify in public in front of the full motherfucking Congress. What they say? No, we want it in private. He said, nah, I'm not gonna testify in private because y'all gonna put out what y'all want to put out, and you want to leak what you want to leak. We gonna put it all out there. Now it's a problem. See, all this old Biden crime family shit, that shit ain't gonna work. See,
Funny, ironic shit too, man. That shit's crazy.
come on. You got a party. And by the time the conventions get here, you have to put together a platform. What is your platform? I'm gonna lock them up in cages and send them back. Well, you know what you just did?
Go to West Virginia, get as many rednecks out.
You know what you just did? You just lost the Latino vote.
You'd be surprised.
Lock them up in cages and send them back. And you think he not gonna lose the Latino vote?
You'd be surprised. I don't know. They suspect on that shit, bro.
You really think we
They
gonna
really
lock them up in
suspect.
cages and send them back?
It's like someone don't care.
And
nothing about it.
the motherfucker Latinos ain't gonna say, man, I ain't voting for this. I didn't vote for this motherfucker. Hell no. So you just lost. So now you just push where you were starting to get Latinos to somewhat move towards the right, and then you push them back to the left. See,
One thing about they more religious than anything. So once Republicans lead everything
Who?
with religion, the Hispanics will follow behind that, bro. They more religious than our
shit,
culture.
no, they ain't. They ain't that
Sure.
religious. They Catholics, most of them.
Hey, we appreciate everybody, man. We tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. Don't forget, we come in this joint each and every Tuesday night live. You know what I'm saying, dog? Then we might slip in another night. You don't even know what's happening. Especially things heating up in the next 50 days. We're gonna have these motherfucking debates coming up. I mean, the caucus is coming up. There's a lot of shit about to start flowing and flying. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's starting to heat up. So everybody need to get their pens and papers out. Take your notes, baby. Because when you come on this one, you better know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying, dog? Got something to say, guy?
Nope. Time to go. Oh,